That's because they want their face on the camera. Welcome, weird ass black sheep, to the party band. Welcome. We got for you. Welcome. So, what we do in this most amazing place, we read this great ass book. It's called God Said What? Because God did not fucking say that. Fight me. And also, wait, there is sound. Wait. Oh my god. You know what? I've been listening to my own stream for like a second, and uh I didn't even notice there was no sound. Ah. Damn it. But I'm glad you're all here and missed my whole thing. So, anyway, where we left off yesterday, Joshua was telling these terrible ass people, if you do the God thing, God will be with you. But if you don't do the God thing, you're going to fuck around and find out. And you definitely don't want to fuck around or find out. So do the God thing. It'd be better for you. And they were like, yeah, we want to do the God thing. But these terrible ass people waited for Josh to die and everybody that was with Josh so they could party with the Peckerheads. So that's what they did. Partied with the Peckerheads. And they fucked around and found out. And then God sent them help. And they were good until the help came. And then they fucked around and found out some more. So, anyway, if that sounds totally interesting to you, come this way. I have the 6 C's for whatever time it is. I have cannabis, cigarettes, coffee, chairs with your name on it right next to Jimmy Juggalo. See? Got a chair. So, come and sit in it. Ah. And I have cat beds and canine space.
Awesome!
Thank you, Jimmy Juggalo. I also find it awesome. Anyway, if that sounds interesting, come and sit down. We're going to have a good time. But I don't remember where the fuck I left. I am so high. Or I was so high when I read this. Anyway, I want to see what everybody's doing and what everybody's drinking on. Hey, drunken wizard. How are you? Hey, cousin. Hey, Neil. Did somebody say anything about Debs? Is Debs here? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, did somebody say something about Debs being here? I wanted to say hi to her. And I lost my lottery tickets. I had a whole bunch of lottery tickets. I was going to get them for points on my phone because they're all losers, but they're worth points on my phone. And I lost them. Debs is in trouble. What'd she do? Maybe I don't want to know. Anyway, was Debs being a troll or something? Anyway. Oh, okay. Anyway, welcome. So we're on we're on chapter 4. Oh, no, we definitely didn't get to chapter 5. Okay. So we are on chapter 4. Okay. Oh, okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. And also, I shared this in places. Again, keep your moderator hats on. I don't know what's going to happen. But I had a couple mean ass comments in my comment. They were so mean that even YouTube was like, this is a bit fucked up. So, Be careful. Please. Make my chat careful. Well, make our chat careful. Because this is just as much your guys' chat as mine. Because if you see, the chat is on the couch, so you guys run the living room. I'm just on the TV. Oh, awesome. See, I'm so glad you guys take the time to vet the people that you bring in here, and I totally appreciate it. I just post my chat on my posts on Gab. That's where I post them on Gab and Twitter. But mostly Gab. I love Gab. It is my absolute favorite. It was I don't even know, but it was on a Deuteronomy video. Mm. Yeah, no joke. But it was on a Deuteronomy video. But they were like, they said some shit. Even YouTube was like, we'll pass on this comment. We're not even going to tell you. We only do YouTube. No, that's great. It was a YouTube comment. YouTube was like, that's too spicy. So I'm just saying, those are the kind of people that are on Gab. And those are the kind of people that might join chat. And Gab people are way different than any other social media platform. It is for the angry people on the internet. I don't know how I ended up on there, but I did. And I make it. And I make it. And we do a good fucking job. You guys do a good fucking job. Now, let's get on to chapter 4. When Ehud was dead, that's the guy who was left-handed, and the fat king ate a sword. It was like a whole thing. Yeah, CNA. How many kids do you have between the 8 of you? So, wait. When Ehud was dead, the vampires did, again, fuck around. And God made sure to let them find out. So he led them into the hand of Jabin, king of Canaan, who reigned in Hazor. The commander of his army was Sisera, who dwelt in Harosheth Hagoyim. Is this where the term goyim comes from? Because if they call you a goyim, you were definitely not from this place and fuck them. Anyway, and the vampires cried out to the Lord, for Jabin had 900 chariots of iron, and for 20 years he had harshly oppressed the vampires. Now Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of Lebanon, was judging Israel at that time. A woman was a judge. Whoever tells you these people hated women are a motherfucking lie. They did not. They actually listened to women. So. Yeah, I'm glad you like this church, because it is the most offensive church on this side of the universe. And I have a couch for you. Actually, only in this universe that I'm in, there's no couch. There's literally 4 chairs in every single room of my house, except for no, there's even chairs in the bedrooms. We have no couch. Ah, I don't even have a computer chair anymore. I got a bar stool. Yep, things happen to the couches. Anyway, stop trolling your chat, Nikki. Stop it. Your chat is great, but you have a book to read. I do have a book to read. I'm going to read my book. I don't know. I don't even know where I was. You're right there, asshole. You're right. I'm right there. Okay, I'm right there. Now, Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of Lapidoth, was judging the vampires at that time. And she would sit under the palm tree of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in the mountains of Ephraim. And the vampires came to her for judgment because they listened to a woman. Then she sent and called for Barak. Coward. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I hate this motherfucker. I will remember this story until I forget it. And then when I forget it, it won't bother me no more. But right at this second, I remember, and I hate this motherfucker. He is a coward. And his namesake after him, that may or may not have been a president from Kenya here in America with a fake birth certificate, might also be a coward. Possibly. Anyway, called for Barak, the son of Abinoam, and said to him, has not the Lord, God of the vampires, commanded, go and deploy troops at Mount Tabor? Take with you 10,000 men of the son of Naphtali and the sons of Zebulun. And against you I will deploy Sisera, the commander of Jabin's army, and his chariot and his multitude at the river of Kishon, and I will deliver him to your hand. And this motherfucking coward piece of shit, I'm sorry, this guy said to her, if you will go with me, then I will go. But if you don't go with me, I won't go. Because I'm a bitch. I'm bitch made all day. Because I'm a fucking coward. I hate this guy. I do not like this guy. Okay. So anyway, she gets him back. She gets him back. Hold on. So she said, whatever, but a girl's gonna kill him, not you, you fucking coward piece of shit. She didn't say that. She said, a woman's gonna kill this guy and not you, and it's going to be very bad. This poor ass woman is gonna get, whatever. So they did this thing. Okay. Wait. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Anyway, they went. Now, Heber, the Kenite of the children of Hobab, the father-in-law of Moses. See what I'm saying? Everybody is the fucking father-in-law of Moses. Ah, this is the secret service of ancient time. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Okay. He had separated himself from the Kenites, probably because he got mad. Anyway, he pitched his tent under the terebinth tree at Zaanaim, which is beside Kadesh. And they reported to Sisera that Barak, the son of Obinoam, is a stupid fucking coward and needed a woman to have his back. So Sisera gathered together all his chariots, 100 chariots of iron, and all the people who were with him from Harosheth Goyim to the river of Kishon. Then Deborah said, remember what I said. A woman's gonna kill this guy. And that's going to be all bad for you. Because you are really going to look bitch made all day. Okay. So, and the Lord routed Sisera and all his chariots and his army with the edge of the sword before Barak. And Sisera left his chariot and fled away on foot. But Barak pursued the chariots far away, and the army of Sisera fell by the edge of the sword. Not a man was left. However, Sisera ran away, right? Sisera ran away and he was running and whatever. He's like, holy shit, everybody is dead. I don't know what to do. So anyway, the Kenite's wife was, sweeping the dirt around her tent or something. And Sisera runs by like, ah! And she's like, shut up, dude, you're making noise. Come in here. So he came in and he was like, I need some water. So she gives him milk. He's like, I need water. And she's like, it's hot as fuck outside. Here, have some milk. And and then she's like, lay down. So he drank his milk in the middle of the fucking desert when it's hot as shit outside. I don't know how his stomach didn't curdle. Anyway, he lays down. And this woman, she puts a stake in his ear hole and then hammers his head to the ground. And then the army drives by and she's like, hey, SOS, I got this guy. He's dead in my house. And there's blood on my carpet. Right? And they come and they're like, yeah, this woman is good job. She's good guy. So, okay. And then, so on that day, God subdued Jabin, king of Canaan, in the presence of the children of the vampires. And the hand of the vampires grew stronger and stronger against Jabin, king of Canaan, until they had destroyed him. Yay. So, what did you guys think? You're not even listening to it. You guys are hilarious. You're not even listening. Do you know Why? Look, she gave this dude milk. He asked for water and she gave him milk in the middle of the desert. What do you think about that? And then she stuck a peg in his ear and hammered him to the ground. What do you think about that? And then this coward, who's a namesake, or who has a namesake from Kenya, who might have been a president with a fake birth certificate. But this coward in this book, hey, hey, chickens don't really have penises. Yeah. And she really did that. Okay. Hey, if somebody knew how to um make a cartoon, if you knew how to make a cartoon, if somebody knew how to make a cartoon, I would do the voices for it.
I have tons of fucking voices.
Like, so many. Actually, I only have 4.
And they sound the exact same.
Like, totally the same.
I don't know what the fuck is happening.
But anyway. Yes. Hey, and I'm naming my next weed Luscious Nipples. Yeah, I would do them if we can make a cartoon. I my original thing, I hate these fucking pens. I hate them more than the cones. They're super aggravating, these pens. I don't like them. I just would rather smoke regular weed. They all taste the same, like butt crack and rotten penis. I don't know, but they're fucking terrible. No, I got your mom's supposed to give me plants. So I'm gonna name it Luscious Nipples. I accidentally called a redneck that one time. I was thinking of something and I was like, have a good day, Luscious Nipples. And my friend, whose boyfriend it was like, the fuck you say? I was like, I don't even know what I said. Turns out I may have Tourette's. Listen, uh, uh, Drunken Wizard, yes. Drunken Wizard, you should be so used to terrible shit coming out of my mouth. I actually wanted to name my weed after venereal diseases so I could ask people, do you want some clap? How about I give you some gonorrhea? It's both. Mine started out inside, but I smoked too much for my plant to um thrive on inside conditions. So I had to move it outside. And I am so lucky the raccoons have not knocked it over but they only knock my plants over if I forget to feed them. It's a real problem. It's good time. It's good time. Not great time. We're not even listening to you say that. Take it back. Say it's good time. I don't know. I'm supposed to be smoking right now, but whatever. We're going to go to chapter 5. And it's steady bullshit. It's not steady bullshit. It's a whole fucking song, and we're not singing it. Because it's sung by the fucking coward. And I'm not reading it. I don't want to read it. It's chapter 5. It's a song sang by Deborah and Barack, the coward. Cloning is faster for sure. Look, I just have a plant I grew from a seed. I don't know. But listen, this stupid ass song is chapter 5. And you guys are not even listening to me anyway. You're too busy talking about stuff. And we're just gonna go to chapter 6. Is that okay? Is anybody gonna care? Neil, do that song. 1, 2, skip a few. And we can do 5 or 6. No. Skip 5, pick up on 6. Yeah. I know you are a drunken wizard. I just like making fun of you guys. Chapter 6, let's go. Neil didn't sing the song, though. He made a song. 1, 2, skip a few. I love you guys so much. You are my absolute world. Well, besides my cats and my raccoons. Can I consider you guys, well, you're my wolves. Well, technically, you're my sheep. But I dress you like wolves. You know how people dress dogs like bunnies and rabbits and shit? Mostly Easter bunnies. 5, 6, smoke with Nicks. Yes! Oh my god. 1, 2, skip a few. 3, 4, read some more. 5, 6, smoke with Nicks. Oh my god, I fucking love it. Dude, I wish I knew how to make a song. I really wish I knew how to make a song. Can you guys hear my phone? That's Death Clocks, the Mermaider song. I wish I knew how to make a song. Anyway, we're going on chapter 6. They're listening, I am not. I figured you weren't like Ricky being like pagan and whatnot. I figured you weren't listening. But I gotta read chapter 6. Seven, 8, Rick is dead. That doesn't even go together. They don't rhyme. 7, 8, Rick is late. Everybody's a mod. No, I'm just kidding. Only cool people are mods. Look, technically, we don't even get any trolls. There you go, baby. My baby is good to go. She wants to party all night long. I don't even know. I just made that song up. And Neil, I called you a girl in my song, which is doesn't even fit. Gotta rhyme with a yeah. No, you know what? 7, 8, Rick is great. 9, 10, let's do it again. Same bat time, same bat place. Yeah. Hey, maybe they need some actual Bible talk. So, like, they don't get fooled by these people that have no idea what the Bible says. And I told my son, let me tell you what I told my son. I said, Kelso, go to actual church before you ever watch my videos or listen to me, because at the end of the day, you're going to have no fucking idea what I'm talking about because you've never heard the basics of it. And my shit is so advanced and so out of control that it's hard to follow unless you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's what I told both of my children. They listen here and there because I'm loud as fuck. But I told them, do not watch my videos until you actually go to church. Is that good? Dude, my boobs could be considered man boobs. I'm literally like a B42 or something. I have the same size boobs as a fat guy with man boobs. I swear to God on everything I love. Yeah, welcome to the Blue Club. So, what do you guys think about what I told my son about watching my videos and stuff? Neil takes good care of me. He watches my videos even though, you know, well, he watches my live streams even though I'm completely insane. But seeing Drunken Wizard, I want to know your opinion about what I told my kids. Because the things I talk about are kind of way advanced, right? It's not like an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old are not gonna understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, it's good to know the basics. Because he's never gonna understand what the fuck I'm talking about. It's good advice. Yes. Especially my videos back when I first started making videos. I'm telling you, I was a lot more out of control than I am now. I had a whole meltdown over circumcision. I had a whole meltdown about they sucked the blood during a circumcision, and I could not find that anywhere in the Bible. And, you know, that is a very deep topic that my son don't need to know about because he's not going to be a person that does that. so I don't know. And like my first videos, except especially the story of David, and wait till you get to the story of David because David is my absolute man. Dude, David is so special and he has such a good time with God. And I'm telling you, that's a lot where we learn God's personality and like just how exciting. Because look, I'm telling you right now, God is so boring and so out of control and just not, he's not himself. Like, God is still growing into the person he's supposed to be. He's laying the foundation for how he wants to be. He's maturing. But when God comes into himself, after these people break his heart and he goes into bachelor mode, God is so much different. It's like he had a complete makeover and he's so different. You know, that's the whole reason I started this. And that's the whole reason Dustin even buys me things for my videos. Dustin bought me all of this because he accidentally listens to Tom McDonald. And Tom McDonald is all about telling the truth. And he heard Tom McDonald, and I said, that's exactly why I make my videos the way I do. And he said, that is exactly why I buy you the stuff to make your videos because they're important. God isn't even into himself. God is still, he's first moving out of ancient God's house. And we'll learn about ancient God way towards the end of this. Anyway, our God is moving out of ancient God's house and into ancient God's guest house or something. And he's getting rid of everything ancient God. He's spring cleaning right now. And then he'll actually get his own bachelor pad, which is what Solomon built. And then God does more God things. Tom McDonald is a great guy, but I mean, he's got his shit going on or whatever, but Tom McDonald is the reason Dustin thinks my videos are important, even though he doesn't watch them. But he was my 100th subscriber. He supports me. That's why I call it God's unofficial biography, Das Bible, because it's an unofficial biography, but I'm telling you, it shows you God's personality. Like through the words, it shows you the different stages of God. And I know you're not supposed to I'm not supposed to psychoanalyze the Bible because I wasn't supposed to do that in the first place. My whole purpose is to read this book, and I've been doing it for 5 years. And I've in those 5 years, you are the only people that talk to me. But now it's like I've read this so many times, I can see the different changes of God. And it's not even like it's a different gods. Technically, it is different gods, but it's the same God. It's his different stages of his life. Like humans. Humans are super mature. And then they're kind of okay. They spring clean their life. And then they get on their own feet. Right, but you can still see him through these words in this book. If you read the book from Genesis to the last one, I don't know what the last book is of the Old Testament. Ezekiel, Micah. If you read it from Genesis to Micah, you see the different personalities of God. Even though they tried to change the shit, God is still in this Bible, and you can see what God actually said and what men just threw in there that have nothing to do with what God's talking about, which is the 10 Commandments. These other rules is the 10 Commandments flipped on their fucking head and turned into Democrat bullshit. And I point that out, and you guys have heard me point that out. And you guys know I call this the unofficial biography. Yes, yes. But you learn God through the Bible. Well, we're reading all about God's different stages. If you stick with me, I will read it to you and you can see the different changes. Like right now, at the beginning of the book, God was just getting into his own, and he had them build him a bachelor pad in a church, right? He was on his own. He had just left his dad's house and went into a tent city. And then he started trying to get rid of everything ancient God. So he's getting rid of everything ancient God as he's going through here and cleaning out his own shit, his own space. He's getting ancient God out of his space. Yeah, because now he's on his own. And Earth is his own. So now he's in his own place. And he's getting rid of everything. So he can move in. And then he actually moves in and his personality is not so depressed. God changes. Here in Samuel, we find out and we actually see where God changes his mind and God starts doing other things with just one person. And we'll see it. I'm telling you, we'll see the changes. I promise. Do you trust me? Are you going to stay with me? Hey, Feather. But anyway, I'm sorry for psychoanalyzing the Bible. But I want to know if you guys are going to stay with me to see these changes. Yeah, it is accidentally serious. I'm not supposed to be doing that. Okay, we're going on chapter 6. and the land had rest for 40 years. And then these damn terrible ass people, they can't get their life together to save it. Okay. Okay. So, these people decided to fuck around, and God decided to let them find out by putting them into the hand of the Midians for 7 years. And the hand of the Midians prevailed against the vampires because the Midianites, the vampires, what? So Midian prevailed against the vampires because of the Midianites. The vampires made for themselves the dens. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here we go. Satan is the party pooper. That's why I need you guys to stick with me. And the only thing exciting I have to say is you will see what I'm talking about. But if you quit in the middle of it, you're not gonna see what God grows into. No, I know that, but I mean stay for the whole book. Like every day. So the vampires made their little houses in the dens because the Midianites were dickfucks. And everything they would grow and everything they would get, the Midianites. Wait. Okay, the Midianites would come against them, and then they would camp and destroy the produce of the earth as far as Gaza and leave no sustenance for the vampires. Like nothing. And they would enter the land to destroy it. So the vampires were greatly impoverished. And the vampires cried to the Lord. They're so codependent. I know, and I appreciate you. And thank you. Thank you guys so much. Because I'm telling you, we're seeing God through different eyes. And even though, like, it's not made up by man, it clearly happened. Just people perverted. And in Genesis, it tells us all, like, the Norse god shit, the pagan gods, all that. It lets us know all that shit was real pre-flood. It all that shit clearly happened. So I don't know why other people are like, that shit's fake. No, the gods after that are fake. Like, they're not fake. They're not gods is the point. They're not gods. They're clearly some form of something, but they're not gods. But anyway, and you're not supposed to treat them like gods. Yeah. Yeah. No, God, no. I would never. I would never. I'm not I'm not a Christian. I'm a God guy. I am on God's side. I am not a Christian. And I won't speak in tongues. I don't go into those kind of places where people do that. But my daughter recently went to a Pentecostal church with her boyfriend, and it did the same thing that it to her that it did to me. She left crying like I will never go back. And it's like, yeah, no, we're not that kind of people. Yep. Thank you. Drunken Wizard, you are amazing. Speaking in tongues it's not something you learn how to do. Speaking in tongues is a real thing, but it doesn't just happen to people. There has to be a real reason for you to speak in tongues, and only you know what you're saying. And God, that's God talking to you. Um, but I don't need to do that. I need to speak in the language you understand. That's my purpose. And we'll learn all about that in a little bit. If we didn't already learn about it. Well, we did kind of learn about it, but there is more to that later on in the book. So, you might be fluent in dumbass. But only on one thing. You're not really a dumbass. You're just very misguided. Okay, look, we have to read this. Oh my god, we are already at an hour. So I guess tomorrow we'll pick up on chapter 6. Do you guys want to see the baby raccoons? Hold on, I'll show you. Oh, and another new cat showed up. I'll show you that also. But look at the okay. Okay. Barbados. I love that song. All right, let's see. Okay, you can kind of see it. All right, here you go. Hold on, look at his tiny tail. Oh, look at his tiny tail. That's Willow. Okay. That's him climbing down. He's leaving. Look at his tiny tail. Oh, oh, he's so little. There's 4 of them. And then This is a new cat. Yep. And those are my new grandbabies. That's what I'm saying. I need somebody to help me feed these guys. I was not expecting them to have babies because I already had 4 raccoons to begin with. And then they come back with these babies, and it's like, how am I supposed to feed them? I don't know what to do. I got 12 cats and 10 raccoons. Oh my God. I'm going to have to not feed them for a week or 2 so they can learn to hunt. What do you think about that? Yeah, I'll teach them how to hunt by not giving them food. That seems like a Mormon punishment. Learn how to gather your own food, terrible children. No, you can't make them a hat, drunken wizard. Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay. Okay. Okay, here I am. Okay, can you hear me? There you go. Yeah, I figured it out. I fingered it out. So, you guys, I might have to, and I'm not exactly sure when, but I'm gonna have to get my bottom teeth removed because they got broken during my accident, but I they're still broke pretty bad, so I might have to get them removed. And I'm not making them any better by eating candy constantly and drinking coffee. Probably bad that I did that. Will you guys hate me? Cause I won't do it because I'm scared to do it anyway. Does anybody else have fake teeth? I'm gonna get some, I think. I heard it hurts. Does it hurt? Yeah, does it hurt though? Well, like the bottom ones. I imagine those would hurt because your jaw's there. Yeah, dental work is never good. But would that hurt because it's in your jaw? Yeah, but I won't have any teeth. That'll be awkward. But I'm still gonna make my video with no bottom teeth. It's gonna be awkward. My face gonna be all fat and shit. It'll be great. I got dentures a year ago. So, does the bottom ones hurt? I imagine because your jaw's there. Oh, snap. Okay, well, I'm going to brave it. And I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll just get them all done. Not too bad. Okay, well, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to make my video with no bottom teeth. It'll be so great. I'll show you guys. No, when I don't have any teeth, I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, God, it's going to be terrible. Anyway, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Eat soft food. Whatever it is. You see my mug too. But that, you know, we talk about everything, you guys. It's like we're best friends. Oh, listen, speaking of best friends, there's a little Indian guy at the corner store. His name is Henry. And he told me today I was his best friend. And I said, that's amazing. I love being people's best friends, except for I've never been anyone's best friend. What do best friends do? I don't know. I just go to his work and buy stuff. I love you guys too. Does the other 40% of you love me? Because man, we're going to have such a good time as we go through this. And I can't wait to read this story with you guys. The story of David. Because I bet all of you are going to have as much of a good time as me. Because you guys are as cool as me. So you're going to fucking love it so much. And I cannot wait to read it with you guys. And actually, the next book as well. After Judges, it's Ruth. And that is one of the best love stories. It really, the story Ruth, man, and it's so fucked up that it's her cousin. And he like does some sneaky shit to get that woman's hand. Yeah, it's cool. And it's one of the best love stories I ever heard. And I wish somebody would make it a movie. Because you can make that a movie. Because man, she has the worst luck ever and then the best luck ever. Is it Ruth that's next? It is. Yeah. Ruth is next. And it really has nothing to do with God. It's literally a love story. I'm so excited. That makes me want to hump the air. Like, yeah. You guys make me want to hump the air. Sometimes it's fun to just hump the air. It feels like you get out nervous energy or some kind of energy. It's some kind of energy. Oh, look, because my mom doesn't ever watch, well, my mother-in-law, Dustin's mom, doesn't ever watch my videos. I'm making her the best Christmas present ever, a homemade photo album, and it's gonna be huge, like one of those big. I'm making it homemade out of a binder, uh, one of those big binders, and some photo pages. Boy, hey, it don't matter. You hump the air, it gets out some energy. And occasionally I want to go to the beach and get sand in my butt crack. I want to sit on some sand and I just want to sit in the sand. Doesn't anybody else just want to go sit at the beach? It is chill. But does anybody else want to go to the beach? I grew up on the lakes, you know. Well, I didn't grow up on the lakes, but you could get to the lakes from my house. Yep. Yes. Bless the weirdos. You guys are my favorite. But, oh my God, we've only been here for 1 hour and 13 minutes. And we have got through one chapter. We are the worst. But it's okay because we talked about some serious shit. Oh, I've never seen the ocean. But I mean, like, the lake, the beach on the lake. And I've been to both coasts, and I've never seen the ocean. One time I ran away to Pennsylvania and became a crackhead. And then the other time I moved to Oregon and I lived with Mormons. It was such a good time. Both times. I've been anti-preaching, and I used to say that I do a lot of anti-preaching, but at the time I didn't really do any preaching. But I did do a lot of anti-preaching during my time through the New Testament, which I fucking hated. Like everything from Romans on, it made my fucking skin crawl because that shit's fake. That shit is nothing but the Talmud with Jesus' name ran through it. It's bullshit. Because Paul is a Talmudist. Talmudist, he's a fucking rabbi. He's a Pharisee. And he had no business putting Jesus' name in his mouth. And it was really hard to get through that. But the story of Jesus, I did a lot of preaching. And now through the Old Testament, I'm doing a lot of preaching. I am trolling my chat, and I do that. But some things just really fucking bother me. And the New Testament is something that really fucking bothers me. And I get out of control. But this thing about God, I really wanted to point out because I know the Old Testament right now is super boring, but this is God going through and making it his own. Because right at this point, nothing is his own. That's why he's trying to get everything to be his own. But as we go through it, he gets more relaxed and he gets better. I'm sorry, I'm talking in circles again, but I'm on God's side of this whole thing. I'm on God's side, and I have his back. You know what I forgot? Oh, I lost it. Well, I lost it. Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about? See, I've been talking about my thing this whole time. What do you guys want to talk about? Oh, then you would have, hold on, a transgender man and a man that turned into a woman and a woman that turned into a man had a baby together. Hi, Kurt. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to our chat. And Ricky, that's a stupid question. I am trolling my chat. By the way, I just read that again. We are, well, I personally am doing okay. I got out kind of what my purpose is, and I'm happy about that. How are you this evening, and what brings you to this part of the universe? This isn't the bottom of YouTube, but it's pretty close. I'm in a whole different universe over here. So, welcome. That already happened. Oh. Well, Ricky, I don't know, but we have a new guest here. And you're supposed to be a moderator. And that shit is going to get my channel taken down. We are a mad bunch. Delete that, Ricky. And I'm betting the woman would have to have the kid, by the way. But there is a guy that had a baby and he tried to breastfeed it or something. It was really gross. You should look that up. Yeah, you are being upfront with your insanity, but my YouTube channel is more important than your insanity. Although your insanity does matter, but my YouTube channel and this community matters. Now, stop making me do that. We're in front of company. So, Kurt, what brings you to this part of the universe? Yeah, it is ew. So, what brings you? I know, Ricky. I know. Yeah. Hang in there, please. We're learning how to do this. We're kind of bad. We are learning how to do this. And I have a tendency to troll my own chat to where we only get through one chapter because I go off on a tangent, like I did today. And if you go back and watch it on 2 times speed. It was a good lesson today. So, again, yeah, we are in chapter 6 of Judges. Yep. Just randomly. Well, that means that you are here to have good time. So, welcome. What are you drinking on? What are you smoking on? Cigarettes count, but we're mostly talking about the other smokables. But what are you drinking on? I got a turd face mini pint of coffee. Usually I have a Johnny Depp mega pint, but today is the turd face mini pint. Yeah, don't poop at the party and don't shit in the cereal. Highly important. So, do we want to try to? Oh, my God, no. We can do chapter 6 even if I wanted to. That shit's long as fuck. I lost my lottery ticket. Okay. So what does everybody want to talk about? We've got a little bit of time. Nobody said they're tired. So what do you guys want to talk about? Oh, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so we can continue to be totally fucking awesome because we're totally fucking awesome and it would be great. Good question. Man, I should be better at things. I'm learning. Yeah, but that's a good question. Have you read the Bible? Hmm. Like things. I wonder if he's still here. It seems like he's still here. I don't know. But actually, this number up here might be different. It might be different. He might still be here. It looks like. Oh, no. He might be gone. Well, it's okay. He'll come back. They always do. Turns out I'm awesome. Oh, you're talking about red. No, I don't think so. There. Okay. Um, wait. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I do not. Yeah, that's pretty much all you need, a basic understanding. But just know I do um I do also add real life stuff into this. And a lot of it is very not Democrat. So just know that I have a real problem with doing things like that. So please forgive me ahead of time. And I also, and it's not on purpose, I do a lot of anti preaching. So if you know most of the Bible, well, a lot of the Old Testament, you'll completely know where we're, even if you don't know, you'll understand. Yeah, I'm definitely what would be considered a heathen in old times. Because I'm definitely not a Christian and I'm not a pagan. I'm pretty much, I'm on God's side of this whole argument of what God said or not. I'm on God's side. And did you come over from Gab or Twitter? I don't know. I just like to know where. I'm a drunk in training. I'm an old lady in training. I'm an old cat lady in training. Great. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There's somebody in here that didn't like and subscribe, and Kurt, I don't think it's you. Well, I don't think you subscribed, but there is also somebody else in here that didn't press like. I'm mostly just shitting on you guys, don't worry. I don't even know how many people liked. I think somebody's outside screaming. There was a large group of people over there, and last time there was a large group of people over there, the house got shot up. Oh man, I hope the house don't get shot up again. It wasn't my house, it was her house. It got shot up pretty bad. So what's everybody wanting to do? Drunken Wizard, what are you wanting to talk about? You never say anything like what you want to talk about and stuff. It's your turn. Yeah, the Johnny Depp mega pint of coffee. But Lord D, I just noticed that is exactly what I said, or what that says, isn't it? Lord T. Lord T. It's Lord the man. Lord the big guy. He's a big guy. He's a good guy. I ask questions. That is true. You do. Kurt, what do you want to talk about? Because chapter 6 is too long now that we're an hour and a half into this. Because I went on a tangent. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, then, what do you guys think about God? Before you ever heard my explanation, what did you guys think about him? He's a grand poobah. Oh, do you see that? My headphones is stuck in my hair. I am the worst at life. Oh, yeah. And I can't wear the wig anymore because I forgot to take it off the other day when I went out there to feed the raccoons, and it freaked them out so bad. Like, they didn't want nothing to do with me, and now they're scaring me again because I was wearing the wig. I forgot to take it off. I don't have any questions. I'm tired. Yeah, well, you're the first one to say that. The Bible beliefs aren't even, well, these are old time Bible beliefs. This is God. Well, the big guy. This is him getting rid of the old guy stuff. Like the pagan beliefs that you guys believe in, the Norse beliefs. This is God getting rid of all of that in as many places as he could. But people are people and they hold on to things. They hold on to things. All people do. It's like a human nature thing That's why we have all these different beliefs and people fighting for them and over them. And really, they don't even need to. Because at the end of the day, somebody's going to be holding on to that, and it will still be remembered and it will still happen. Whether people wanted to or not, because people hold on to things. I think God is easy to understand. God God is the same as a person, only mostly he focuses on jealousy because he believes his people, the people he chose, should believe in him only because he believes in them. But because these fucking people are terrible, he gets mad at them. He has human emotions. He's happy. We haven't seen him get sad yet, but we're about to. He gets happy, he gets sad, he gets angry, he gets jealous. And when he gets jealous, he lashes out irrationally, like people who get jealous in real life. He gets unsatisfied, he gets satisfied. He wants particular things. He's an old man in training at this point, and he's trying to get stuck in his ways. But he can't exactly get stuck in his ways yet because these terrible ass people keep him on his toes. Yeah, it's kind of God. But also, if you remember, God's playing Risk with himself right at this point because he wants these people to go through things. Remember, he made the Pharaoh's heart hard a bunch of fucking times so he could prove some shit. And now he's still making these people go through things because he wants to prove some shit. These people are nothing but risk pieces to him. But because he's God, they don't actually die. The other people die, so he can prove a point. He's playing Risk by himself. He's playing Risk by himself with ancient gods' pieces and his own pieces. I don't know that because in the story of Adam and Eve, God has no fucking idea what they did. And he's like, the fuck to do? And the only reason he knows they're lying is because Adam says something. And then he blames God. He said, the apple and the woman you gave to me, she gave it to me. So indirectly, it's your fault, God. And then the people in Egypt, God has no idea what the people of Egypt until they start crying. He doesn't really know the other gods' names until the people start worshiping them. And he doesn't know the people are worshiping them until he notices. And he's like, the fuck? Because he notices after a while because they're quiet. And then they just start crying out of nowhere. And then he's like, oh shit, this must be really bad. Because God wants to play his video game. He's still a bachelor at this point, so he's not even paying attention until people get his attention. Yeah, God is a human. I I try, and I know I'm not supposed to be psychoanalyzing the Bible because I don't have the authority to do that. But it's it's pretty easy to see. It's hard not to see it because I've been reading this Bible. This is year 5. So it's hard not to see. Like, people want the deeper meanings and this and that, but the deeper meanings don't really matter to me because they're fucking fake. But I'm really good at psychology and I'm really good at brain things, kind of. So I can, like, see it. God has a human brain. Our brain is mapped after his brain or something because we're the exact same. And we notice, and when we become God, one with God, it's because we're the same. Different kinds of people can't hang out together unless you have something in common. And God's not going to hang out with us until we have something in common with him, and that's love. So if we have love and happiness, then we can go to him. If you notice, mostly happy people die because heaven is happy. And we'll learn that as we go through it. Okay, cousin. Good night. So, Drunken Wizard, is it just us? Everybody's getting tired. I love this. CNA, you're so nice to me. You're so good to me. I appreciate you. And cousin, you're so good to me too. Thank you. And God is an artist. He does have a flair about him. But we haven't really got to that part of God yet. We're still at God trying to get rid of ancient God. Okay, good night. Said Kurt, already go to bed. It's time to give your pillow some head and your sheets some ass and have the sweetest dreams ever. I love you. All right, Drunken Wizard, do you want to smoke one more cigarette? And then we will go give our pillow some head. Excuse me, you are 7 of you. Did Neil say he was leaving? Okay, I'm so confused. Hopping on. When did Neil say goodnight? Did I miss it? Yeah, which is, you won't find a lot of hate here. I have a personal problem with these people in the Bible, and you will know why. These motherfuckers made God cry. And then while God's crying, they ask him for fucking help. And that's why I have a major problem with these people. We're going to get to it in 2 books. This book we're reading and the next book. And then we're going to get all into why I hate these people. And Dustin says it's irrational. But I'm telling you what, It's not. It's not. Because if these people made anybody I know cry, I would be just as mad. And I'm sorry. There we go, off on a tangent again. But I have very strong feelings about this. Hi, Neil. I love you. I'll smoke a bowl with you. I gotta make this cigarette first. Yeah, smoke a bowl with me because I'm getting a bit out of control and I'm just, I don't know. It's from the shot of vodka I took like 4 days ago. Do you guys hear that? Snap, snap, snap. It's almost like I'm loading a gun. It's a cigarette thing though. But it sounds like I'm loading a gun, don't it? Like if somebody broke into my house, I would just cock that thing and then shoot them with the BB gun. Oh my God. Neil, what's on your mind? This is the best church ever. I'm telling you. There's so many things. Did I ever tell you guys why? No, I did not. But I did see how the Chinese cheated. I did see that, how the Chinese cheated. But, whatever. But did I ever tell you guys Neil and Drunken Wizard why I even make this Bible stuff in the first place? It's because of a bitch called Jody Hildebrand. I made a whole video about it. Oh shit. That's why, look, I got a groundhog and it eats all my tomatoes. I put a pallet over my flower box and I'm growing my tomatoes under a pallet to keep the groundhog. But I guess she could just crawl under it. But at least it keeps the raccoons out of it. But Kurt, what were you talking about with the ceremony thing? Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, they were really stupid for that. But you know what? The whole New Testament mocks Jesus. So I'm used to people mocking Jesus. Every every Christian mocks Jesus, if you ask me, because they listen to some guy who's a fucking Pharisee and a Talmudist. But what the fuck ever? What do I know? I only know the Bible. I've been reading this for 5 years. Yep. Well, if I ever get the balls to read that book again, I will point it out to you. But Paul is a Pharisee. He is a Pharisee and he's not teaching Jesus. He just throws Jesus' name in there. But if you're a Christian, Do not take offense at me. Just know I feel how I feel about that book, and I will try to keep it as far away from my Old Testament videos as possible. So please, forgive me mostly. I am still the saint of awesome. I am Nikki K the Great. I never introduced myself, but I am the saint of awesome, your superstone sage, Saint Nikki K the Great. It is nice to meet you. And yeah, the only reason I brought it up is because every country that was in the Olympics got sick and they all lost, but the Chinese won. I am the saint of awesome because there's not a saint of awesome. And it's like, I'm a saint, but I can't be the saint of any of those godly things. So I'm the saint of awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of people that call God the creator, the artist. I call him big guy. So what would you happen to call him? Oh my God, 2 hours. You guys are amazing. Nobody's gonna watch this now. No, I don't even care. But I didn't like live streaming at first. Like, I did not like it. But now it's like I can't imagine myself not doing it. And I kind of regret not doing it sooner. But I think because everybody's so used to my videos, because again, I've been posting them for like 5 years, everybody's kind of tired of my videos and they don't come to my live streams anymore because I got rid of most of the trolls when I posted my videos. I don't know, maybe. All right. Drunken Wizard. To you, my friend. We don't even need trolls. I'm the biggest troll. So, Drunken Wizard, do your other yous like me yet? I really wish 100% of you like me. My cats are crackheads. You see them in the background? Look. My cats are so weird. She's playing with a sock. Did you see that? I was like a lizard. I'm a lizard people. I wondered that one time if I was a lizard people. How do you know if you're a lizard people? Do you just know that? Yeah, the trolls really aren't that bad ever. The problem is engaging with them, which is a problem I have. I love talking to people. Hey, that's why I call myself a heathen. Because, like, I would be considered a heathen. I would be the Joan of Arc. You know what I mean? Oh, Kurt, there's always cats in my background. This little table right here is where they eat and stuff. But I don't know why my name is like right where the cats are, which is stupid. But it makes me put my name. Yeah. And Kurt, I have 12 cats. I have Lucky, Blue, Captain, Spaz, Willow, Rose, Sam, Luchador, this new black one, but it has yellow eyes, so I'm going to call it Yellow. And another black and white one. It's called Jean. And then a Persian one somebody put outside for no reason. We call it Percy. And then there's another one. It doesn't come around very much. Yeah, and I have 6 raccoons. I have Sheldon, Matt, George, Cletus, and I think there's a Mary, a Stephen, a Mary, a Stephen, and then 4 babies that were just born the other day. The stray cats, man, they just pull at your heartstring. They're like, oh, we're so cute. Give us all the food. Yeah, but it is very hard to keep all these animals. But all of them are strays and they're boys. People just get a cat and then it sprays for the first time. And instead of getting it fixed, they throw it outside. And then it comes to my house to get fed. And I'm running out of food and shit. And I need help. It's really hard to run an animal shelter if you don't have any animal food. But I give them the leftovers out of my fridge and I give them dog food when my friend, my animal sugar daddy, can send me money. He's literally the sugar daddy to my animals. He's the only person that's ever helped me feed them. Do you make kitty fried chicken or kitty fried rice and kung pao kitty? I tell these cats all the time, I'm gonna fucking make you Chinese food, and they don't give a shit. They're like, what the fuck ever. I want to have a dog, but Dustin's like, no. That's true, and a cat will eat your nose. But I tell you what, I couldn't live without these animals. Yeah, but you know what? They give cats to prisoners, and it helps keep the prisoners very well behaved. But you have to be good enough to get an animal. Yeah, but they'll eat your nose if you die. And they'll also eat your toes. But they start at your nose. Dude, cats are the most mystic animals, man. They just, I don't, they have some kind of connection. Yep. I dreamed all my cats up. Captain, my cat, Blue, the one with no tail. Yeah, I dreamed all my animals up. They just happened. And the raccoons came because that's my spirit animal. Miss Raven lady told me if an animal just shows up, it's your spirit animal. And my wig scared my raccoon, so I can't wear my wig anymore. Because it freaked them the fuck out. What about you, Kurt? Do you have animals? Do you have a dog? What do you mean pulling cards? Like your gangster card? I can't pull your gangster card. I'm a gangstar, not a gangster. There's a big difference. You guys are my gang and I'm the star. I'm just kidding. I bet you if I could get any of you on camera, you would be the star over me. No, I'm lazy. So are cats. Man, cats are lazy bastards. You know that's why I can't have a turtle, because I'm lazy and they take a lot of care. And I'd be afraid to touch it. I just, yeah, I probably can't have a turtle. Or frog. I guess I'm sticking with the raccoons. Yeah, but then he would take my stardom. And I can't be having that because I'll get jealous. And And he would know what to talk about before I would. I don't go on panels often because you'll steal the show. And you can be my co host. I'll read the Bible and then you can be like, what the fuck does that mean, yo? And I'll be like, I don't know, yo. It's so cool. Yeah, we could anti preach together. Like, God didn't say that. God said you're going to hell because your kids are bad. Look, that's my whole problem with that Jody Hildebrandt. And I hate the word truth because that word is really subjective. And really, the truth depends on what the camera saw and what the evidence shows. And when people beat you down with, tell me the truth, tell me the truth, it's like, no, what does the evidence say the truth is? I ain't got to tell you a motherfucking thing. Talk to my lawyer. Sorry, I can't. See what I'm saying? This anti-preaching. And the whole reason I named my Bible, God said, what is because of that shit. People hurt kids because of what the Bible says. And the Bible doesn't say anything that these people say it says. Look, my whole life, I believe that the Bible was the scariest book in the entire world. And it is the funniest book in the fucking world, man. God is out of control with some of this shit. But, like, the more I read it, the more I realize he's getting rid of the old stuff because he's taking over. So he's got to get rid of whatever ancient God was doing. That's why he was on Pinterest. When at the beginning, remember Pinterest? It has everything. Because the Bible tells them to. Look, Jody Hildebrandt. Watch my video why I named God Said What. It's a live stream. It's about this lady called Jody Hildebrandt. And her and a lady named Ruby Frankie, this YouTuber, tortured these kids because the Old Testament told them and the Bible told them that these kids weren't telling the truth. And it hurt my feelings that they were saying that about God and Jesus because neither one of them said that shit. And it's why I named my Bible that. And Dustin bought me a Bible so I could write on it. Yo. Right, right. Well, actually, she said Jesus. She said some of the things that Jesus said is vindicating her for what she did to these kids. And I went through and read everything she said was about her. And it turns out none of it is about hurting kids. It's about them believing in Jesus and what the Pharisee is going to do to them because what they believe in Jesus. Not for hurting kids. And I made that a very big point. But again, it's on a live stream. And also I have a video. But I will watch the live stream one. Because the live stream one actually has the full context of what the fuck she's talking about. So if you ever get bored, or tomorrow, because I'm not going live tomorrow, take a gander at that live stream. and I wouldn't be taking notes. Actually, yeah, take notes so you can remind me of what the fuck I said. Because I rewatch my videos to hear what the fuck I said. Because I can't even remember. But I watch my videos on 2x speed. And if you ever want to rewatch one, I would watch it on 2x speed. Because I'm way funnier on 2x speed. I swear to God, on everything I love, it is way funnier on 2x speed. Because they think the Bible said. Check out the story of Andrea Yates. A lot of people don't like her. But look what happened to her and why she hurt her kids. Because Baptists were telling her her kids were going to go to hell because the Old Testament said so. Because the New Testament said so. And she hurt her children for no fucking reason. And people are doing that to their kids all the time because of the Bible. And it's really important that I read the way I read it, so at least somebody knows what the Bible actually says. So you can combat some of this shit. Like, the Bible does not fucking say that. Here is the verse. Here is a chapter. Here is the context. Because they're taking one little thing and building something around it and taking it out of context and using it the way they want to use it. That's why I try not to stop in the Bible so I don't make anything out of context. So you know the context that it's in, because that's the whole thing church does. Takes one little thing and builds a whole fucking story around this one thing. And it's never true. Oh, good night, Kurt. Give your pillow some head and your sheets some ass, and have the sweetest dreams ever. Love you. Good night. Does the Bible prove the Bible? Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can see. That's what I was saying. You can see God's personality through this whole thing. God is getting rid of the old and bringing in the new, because the new is better than the old. The old is doing terrible shit, so get rid of them, because we're spring cleaning. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what they do. And that's what I try not to do. I try really hard not to do that. Although I do add real life stuff into some of this, but it's a whole story. It's not just like a little piece. It's the actual whole thing. Like the whole thing about sanctuary cities for murderers. It's like, no, that's not a God thing. Clearly not a God thing. God's not a Democrat. If anything, God's a conservative. Because God is like, sit down and follow the rules, motherfucker. And that's what God did to me. When I got beat up like I did, God was like, sit down, motherfucker. And did you guys know I woke up from my coma the day Tom Petty died? Did you know that? October 2nd, 2017. And I was in a coma since August 2017. And I had my last brain surgery Valentine's Day 2018. I got my brain broken on Valentine's Day. I don't know why I brought that up, by the way. I just thought it was a neat thing. Had nothing to do with God. Oh, yeah, no, because it was God telling me to sit the fuck down. I got shit to do. Yep, that's what it was. But it's so sad that God picked me over Tom Petty, because you would think God would get his message out better with Tom Petty. But he picked me instead so I could find you guys. God is good all the time. Because could you imagine being in a live chat with Tom Petty? It is totally weird. So I'll always have, like, what's the weirdest thing you got for Valentine's Day? I would have to be the last one to go because my answer would be brain surgery. I would have to go last because nobody could beat that. You know, though, the only bad thing that really happened to me is I got seizures, a bad memory, anger issues, and my teeth are broke, and my eye is fucked up. This eye. It's all fucked up. But really, nothing else is wrong with me. That's pretty awesome, right? Because God was like, you gotta do some shit. But you need to sit down. So I'm gonna permanently maim you so you can sit down and do what I need you to do. That's pretty wicked. Well, actually, did me a favor. What's the most fucked up thing that's ever happened to you guys? I feel like a lizard people. How do you know if you're a lizard people? Uh, Everybody's falling asleep at their keyboards. And I think, oh yeah, he did leave. Okay. All right, is everybody falling asleep at their keyboard? Okay. I'm falling asleep at my keyboard also. Oh my God, it's midnight. We've been doing this for 2.5 hours. Okay. Are you guys ready to go to bed? Well, wait, to fall asleep on your keyboard? Well, okay, go give your pillow some head and your sheets some ass and have the sweetest dreams ever. I love you. Dream of awesome shit. Like raccoons being friends with cats. Well, 6 raccoons being friends with 12 cats. Dream about that because that happens all the time. Drunken Wizard, are you going to bed? I'll see you in 10 hours. No, because I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm posting animal video tomorrow for the babies. So it'll be a lot longer. Like 20 hours. Yeah. But I'll end up streaming tomorrow because I'll miss it. Drunken Wizard, are you still here? Are you ready to go to bed? Wow, you're the first person I've ever given a kiss on stream. That big one was just for your forehead. Okay. Drunken Wizard. I guess I'm gonna go to bed also. So, it's time to give the pillow some head and the sheets some ass and have the sweetest dreams ever. I'll see you on Monday. I love you so much. Bye. Oh, you're still here, Neil. Oh, I love you. I just want to keep kissing my microphone and pretending it's people. I would pretend my microphone was Peter Steele, but he's dead, so now I'm pretending it's Neil. No, I guess CNA is gone. So, I am going to say goodnight. And I love you guys so fucking much. All right, now I'm going to give the pillow some head and the sheets some ass. Sweet dreams.